They called in drive from the edge of the map. 5 broken fighters in a failing black. No leak, no breach, no warning flame. Each tank went empty at the same damn frame. I watched the numbers fall in line. Not like damage, not like time. 5 voices cut through static thin. Gemini actual, let us in. Holding station beyond the clean lanes where the beacon net thinned and the patrol charts ended in silence. The Starfarer Gemini sat heavy against the dark, armored, tired, and full of fuel meant for ships that still had a war to reach. I had seen panic before, I had heard men lie to themselves before death. This was not panic, this was procedure spoken through clenched teeth. The squadron came in uneven formation, ruined but discipline intact. Their drives were cold, their thrusters coughed, their signatures flickered like candles behind dirty glass. One by one, their pilots reported depletion. One by one, the timestamps matched too closely for comfort. Fuel did not vanish in formation. Fuel did not obey the clock like a firing squad. I checked the tanks,
I checked the line,
I checked the pressure,
I checked the time.
no breach in the hull,
No scar on the field,
no reason at all
for 5 ships to bleed.
They ran out of fuel at the same time,
Out where the stars refused to shine.
no fire behind them, no wreckage ahead.
Only dead gauges and voices half dead.
We opened the arms of the Gemini wide. It brought the lost squadron close to our side.
But something moved in the numbers below,
And every green light felt too cold. I authorized emergency refuel under combat supply doctrine. We had the mass, the pressure, and the lines. We had trained for damaged craft, burned engines and pilots too exhausted to dock clean. We had not trained for 5 separate vessels, losing the same amount of fuel at the same impossible moment. But doctrine exists because hesitation kills faster than error. The first fighter drifted beneath the transfer boom, no scarred canopy, black weapon, hard points empty. Its pilot call sign Vesper kept his voice level. He gave me his ship status, his intake readiness, and his consent to hard connect. I could hear the restraint in him. He wanted to ask what had happened. So did I. Neither of us broke discipline.
the boom locked clean, the seal held tight, the flow read stable, the tanks took light.
No static burst,
No pressure screen,
only a perfect
measured stream. They ran out of fuel at the same time, out where the stars refused to shine.
no fire behind them, no wreckage ahead.
Only dead gauges and voices half dead. We opened the arms of the Gemini wide,
Brought the lost squadron close to our side.
but something moved in the numbers below.
And every green light felt too cold. Then Vesper said the stars had shifted. He said our tanker was above him and below. He said the fuel read full, then hollow, then full again in a language his ship did not know. I told him to hold attitude. I told him to trust instruments. He answered with a silence so exact. It sounded like obedience being bent. The second fighter requested connection before I ordered it. The third began broadcasting telemetry that contradicted its own visual feed. The fourth claimed it was still 7 kilometers away while our clamps registered contact. The fifth pilot said nothing at all, but his ship kept asking for fuel in automated bursts. Every request formatted perfectly, every timestamp identical.
I looked at the transfer log
And felt the old cold place in my chest tighten. Logistics is supposed to make war possible by making reality measurable.
weight, flow, distance, time, inventory, pressure.
Numbers are the bones of command, but those numbers had begun to stand in different places depending on which screen I looked at.
They ran out of fuel at the same time, and we answered with doctrine and line.
No prayer, no panic, no order delayed.
Just steel doing work where the map decayed. We opened the arms of the Gemini wide,
Let the dead wing refueling squadron, come inside.
But the first warning came too clean, too slow.
The fuel was not the only thing in flow. I recorded the anomaly.
I sealed the first report.
I kept the refuel moving. That was my first mistake.